Hey everyone, welcome back to English Ember. I'm really happy you're here today. I'm Ella.
And I'm James. Hey, Ella. And hello to all our friends watching from different places around the world. Oh, wow, it's so good to see you again.
Oh yeah, James. Quick question for you. What do you do on weekends?
Well, I usually do my laundry and do some exercise. What about you? Oh, wait a second. Did you notice something in our conversation just now?
What's up, James?
We used a really common word without even thinking about it, right? It's a word we say all the time.
Oh, I know. It's do.
Yes, D-O. We use it so much in everyday English.
Yeah, do homework, do laundry, do your best, do me a favor. And the funny thing is, we don't even realize how often we use it.
So today, we're talking about one small word, just two letters, D-O. But trust me, we use it every single day.
Every day. Everywhere. You do tasks, you do activities, you do work, or sometimes you ask, what do you do to learn someone's job?
Yes, D-O is simple, very natural, and very everyday English.
So don't worry. We'll go slow, we'll use real examples, and we'll help you understand do step by step.
All right, let's start. Let's learn how to use D-O in real, everyday English.
James, I hear the word do everywhere, but honestly, what does this word really mean?
Yeah, that's a great question. And don't worry, it's actually very simple. At the most basic level, D-O usually means three main things: perform an action, make questions, or show emphasis.
Perform an action, make questions, or show emphasis. Okay, that sounds manageable.
Exactly. For example, perform an action. You might say, I do my homework every day, or she does yoga in the morning.
Oh yeah, I do yoga too. It's so relaxing.
Same here. And that's very natural English. We say, I do yoga, not I make yoga.
So do already sounds more real, more everyday.
Right? Now, the second meaning is making questions. For example, do you like pizza? Or does he speak English?
Oh, I like that. Do helps us ask questions in English.
Exactly. And the third meaning is showing emphasis, like when someone says, you don't like coffee, and you respond, I do like coffee, to emphasize.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. So do can show strong feelings.
Yes, because English speakers love this word. It's short, flexible, and perfect for daily life, especially when talking about activities and making questions.
So do is not a scary word at all. It's just how people really talk every single day.
That's right. If you want to sound natural in English, D-O is definitely a word you want to master.
So now that we know do can mean actions, questions, or emphasis, let's slow down a bit and go into the details. And first, let's start with the most common meaning.
All right, the first one is actions and activities, right?
Yes, actions. This is probably the way you use do the most in everyday life, like when you do homework or you do the dishes.
Exactly. For example, I can ask you, do you do exercise regularly?
Yeah, I do yoga 3 times a week. I also do stretching every morning.
See how natural that sounds? We use D-O with activities and tasks.
Yeah, that sounds very normal. Do feels more friendly, more real, right?
You can also say, I do the laundry on Saturdays, or she does her makeup every morning.
Oh yeah, like I do the cleaning on weekends and I do the dishes after dinner.
Exactly. So when you perform a task or activity, D-O is the word English speakers love to use.
Got it? Do equals action, simple and everyday.
All right, so we've talked about do meaning actions and activities, and now let's move on to another very common meaning, and this one is super important for questions.
Ah, this is the one people find tricky, right?
Yeah, but it's actually very easy. Here, do is a helper verb. It helps us make questions in English.
Okay, helper verb. That already sounds simpler.
For example, if you want to ask about someone's likes, you say, do you like coffee? Not, you like coffee.
Oh yeah, we need do to make it a question.
Exactly. You could also say, do you speak Spanish? Or does she live here?
That's so normal. Do you like pizza? Do you play sports? We use this all the time.
Right? And do changes to does with he, she, and it. Does he work here, or does it work properly?
Ah, that's nice. So I, you, we, they use do, but he, she, it use does.
Perfect. And for negative sentences, we use don't or doesn't. I don't like vegetables, or she doesn't speak French.
Oh, that's very useful. Don't and doesn't. I use these every day.
Same here. So when you make questions or negatives in English, do is your helper. Very simple, very everyday.
That's right. No grammar stress, just real-life English.
All right, now let's talk about another interesting use of do. And this one is about showing emphasis, making your point stronger.
Oh, I like this one. That's powerful.
Exactly. For example, imagine someone says, you don't like chocolate, but you love chocolate. So you respond, I do like chocolate, with strong emphasis.
So do makes your statement stronger.
Yes, exactly. The emphasis on do shows you really mean it. You're contradicting what they said.
Oh yeah, I use this. Like if someone says, you don't exercise, I say, I do exercise every morning.
Yes, that's perfect. And you can also say, I do want to go, or she does care about you.
See? Using do here is much more powerful than just saying, I want to go, right?
Right. That sounds so much stronger. Do adds emotion and emphasis. Very natural English.
And you can use it to correct misunderstandings. I do understand, or we do appreciate your help.
Oh yes, like, thank you, I do appreciate it. That sounds sincere and strong.
Exactly. So the tip for learners is when you want to emphasize something, just add do before the main verb. Very simple, very powerful.
Got it. Do for emphasis, and it's friendly, strong, easy to use in real life.
Perfect. Now you can express yourself strongly and sound like a real English speaker.
All right, now that we know the main meanings of do, let's look at some common phrases you'll hear all the time. These are super useful, and you've probably seen them before.
Oh, I like that. It's always fun to recognize phrases in real life.
First one, do the dishes. That means wash the plates, cups, and utensils after eating. For example, I do the dishes every night.
Yes, and sometimes I don't want to, but I do the dishes anyway.
Next, do your homework. This means complete your school assignments. Students hear this all the time.
Oh, yeah. Parents always say, did you do your homework? To their kids.
Then, do your best. That's to try as hard as you can. Just do your best and you'll be fine.
Ah, like before a test. Good luck. Do your best.
Exactly. And finally, do me a favor. That means help me with something. Can you do me a favor and close the door?
Yes, do me a favor is so useful. Hey, can you do me a favor and lend me your pen?
Perfect. Okay, I think I'm starting to get all these phrases.
Great. Now, let's put some of these phrases into a short conversation. It'll show you how they really get used in real life.
Let's go. Hey, Ella, did you do your homework last night?
Oh, barely. I did my homework at midnight. Super tired.
I know that feeling. Do you do the dishes in your house?
Yeah, I do the dishes after dinner every night. What about you?
Same. I also do the laundry on weekends. Can you do me a favor?
Sure. What do you need?
Can you help me practice English? I want to do my best on the test.
Of course. Let's do it together.
See, using do makes your conversation very natural and casual.
All right. Now that we've learned so many ways to use do, let's talk about some common mistakes. Beginners make these all the time, so it's good to be aware.
Oh, yes, please. I want to help people avoid these mistakes.
First tip, remember with he, she, and it, you must say does in questions and negatives, not do.
Ah, so instead of do she like pizza, I should say, does she like pizza?
Exactly. That's very common. Beginners forget does. Does he work here? Does it work?
Oh, like, does your sister live nearby? Or does the store open on Sundays? Does with he, she, it.
Perfect. Second tip, Don't use do with to-be verbs or modal verbs like can, will, should.
What do you mean?
You can't say, do you are happy. That's wrong. You just say, are you happy?
Oh, so no do with am, is, are, was, were.
Exactly. And no do with can, will, should. Can you swim? Not do you can swim.
Ah, that makes sense. Will you come, not do you will come. Got it.
Perfect. You got it. Third tip. When do is the helper verb, use the base form of the main verb.
Base form. You mean like the simple form.
Yes, you say, does she work here, not does she works here.
Oh yes. Do you speak English, not do you speaks English. The base form after do.
Exactly. Do or does plus base verb, always. Does he play soccer? Do they live nearby?
Got it. Learning do is tricky, but also fun.
Exactly. Here's the last tip. Don't confuse do with make. They're different.
Oh, that's important. What's the difference?
Generally, do is for activities and tasks. Make is for creating or producing something.
Ah, so do homework, but make dinner.
Exactly. Do the dishes, but make a cake. Do exercise, but make a decision.
Perfect. Do for tasks, make for creating. That's helpful.
Keep these tips in mind and your English will sound natural, casual, and very real life.
All right, Ella, now that we've talked about common mistakes and tips with do, I think it's a perfect time to go over some phrases one more time, just to make sure we really remember them.
Oh yes, I love reviewing, especially with do, because one word, so many uses. It's easy to forget.
Exactly. So let's slow down a bit and repeat some common do phrases, and you can try them out with me.
Yes, let's go. I'm ready to repeat and practice.
First one, do homework. You can use it every day if you're a student. Repeat, do homework. Do homework.
Do homework. I do homework every evening after dinner.
Very natural. Next, do the dishes. You can say, I do the dishes after every meal.
Do the dishes. Do the dishes. Oh, I hate doing the dishes, but I do it anyway.
Same here. Perfect. Third, do your best. That means try hard. Just do your best.
Do your best. Do your best.
Ah, yes, like before an exam. Good luck. Do your best.
Exactly. Very natural. Next, do me a favor. This means help me. Can you do me a favor?
Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Oh, this is so useful. Can you do me a favor and open the window?
Yes, very real-life English. Finally, do the right thing. This means make a good moral choice.
So I can say, he always does the right thing, or I try to do the right thing.
Yes, easy. Do the right thing.
Yes, in difficult situations, we should always do the right thing.
Same here. So remember, everyone, practice these phrases, use them in real situations, and you'll get really natural with do.
Got it. One word, so many meanings, and so many ways to use it.
Exactly. Keep practicing, and soon you'll master do perfectly.
All right, Ella, we've covered so many ways to use do today, and honestly, it's not as hard as it seems.
Yes, do is easy. Really, you don't need to remember everything at once. Just take it step by step, and you'll get it naturally.
Exactly. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll feel. Even a little bit every day makes a big difference.
So true. And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. That's how you get better.
Yes, and if you like this lesson, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can make more fun, easy English videos for you.
Yeah, and keep practicing. Use do in your daily life and enjoy English every day.
All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Keep smiling and keep learning.
Bye, everyone. See you soon.